Hello, beer lovers. Today, let's embark on an exciting journey from the field to the brewery to discover what goes into each bottle of Budweiser that you enjoy. Have you ever wondered what makes every sip of Budweiser so unique? Let's start from the famous hop farms in Yakima, Washington, where fresh hops are carefully tended to every detail. Many people have surely wondered, what makes every sip of Budweiser so unique? It's the meticulous journey from the renowned hop farms in Yakima, Washington. The hops here aren't simply grown from seeds, they require high-quality cuttings to ensure the perfect standards. To cultivate premium hops, farmers must carefully manage everything from soil and climate to sunlight. That's right, not every place can grow hops. Only the rich soil and ideal climate in Yakima allow these hops to flourish to perfection. It's no longer the scene of farmers handpicking each hop. With modern technology, each hop plant is cut from the trellis by super cool machinery, quick and efficient. It's like industrial-style harvesting, isn't it? These machines operate like ninjas. With just a few moves, the hops are ready to hop on a truck and head to the brewery. Next comes the thrilling journey on the truck. Can you picture it? The hops look like they're on a road trip to the brewery. This step ensures that the hops stay as fresh as possible, ready for the next stages of brewing. Once the hops arrive, they're hung up, as if they're part of a hanging flower exhibit. But don't get it wrong. This is just the preparation stage before they go into the hop separator machine, a specialized and trusty tool dedicated to this part of the process. All right, let's get to it. The separator machine works like a true superhero. Each hop is gently separated and moves smoothly onto the conveyor belt. The process is so seamless that you'd think the hops are sliding down a playground slide. Modern technology really is something else. And don't think the job's done after harvesting. Once the hops are picked, they go through a special drying process. Did you know? To preserve their fresh flavor, the drying temperature has to be spot on, down to each degree, and the timing is just as precise. Each hop is gradually dried, and as they dry, a rich aroma fills the air. That fragrance, a magical blend of fresh grass, a hint of citrus, and a touch of resinous bitterness, is the secret ingredient that makes each bottle of Budweiser unique. Can you smell the aroma of the hops? The air is filled with the scent of fresh grass, a hint of citrus, and a slight resinous bitterness. It's truly a magical blend of flavors. After being perfectly dried, the hops are packed and sent to the Budweiser brewery, where the brewmasters will transform them into the familiar beer we all love. If hops create the signature aroma and bitterness, then barley is the soul of Budweiser's flavor. It's what gives the beer its rich and smooth taste that drinkers love. In top barley growing regions like Idaho and Montana, each barley grain is carefully planted in early spring as the weather begins to warm. The climate here is ideal. Warm, sunny days paired with cool nights help the barley grow strong and accumulate the natural sugars essential for brewing. When summer arrives, the barley fields turn golden, signaling that harvest time is near. This is when all the farmers are busy, as barley needs to be harvested at just the right moment. Too early, and it won't be sweet enough. Too late, and the quality of the grain decreases. Each harvester moves steadily, gathering stalks of barley and passing them through the dryer to ensure each grain reaches perfect dryness and crispness. After harvesting, the barley undergoes a meticulous drying process to retain its nutrients. Temperature, drying time, and ventilation levels are carefully adjusted to preserve its natural flavor. Then each barley grain is rigorously quality checked. Only those meeting the highest standards are selected for Budweiser beer production. It's not just hops and barley. Budweiser also relies on rice and yeast, two essential ingredients that shape its unique flavor. Rice adds a smooth, refreshing quality, making each sip easy to drink and crisp. And the yeast? That's the secret magic, carefully maintained by Budweiser since the 1850s and kept under strict secrecy to ensure the same smooth, consistent taste in every bottle, no matter where it's brewed. Now let's dive into the brewing process to discover how Budweiser is brewed and fermented to perfection. The barley is soaked in water to germinate, then roasted to create fragrant malt. This malt is then ground and mixed with water in the mash tun, where the starches convert into sugars, preparing it for the brewing process. Now for our favorite part, adding hops and rice to the brew kettle. Hops bring that signature bitterness and help extend shelf life, while rice blends with the barley and hops, enhancing Budweiser's smoothness. A rich aroma rises from the kettle, setting the stage for the next phase. After brewing, the wort is cooled and transferred to fermentation tanks. This is when Budweiser's secret yeast is added, the same strain preserved since the 1850s. This yeast ensures Budweiser always has a consistent, smooth flavor, no matter where in the world you enjoy it. Once fermentation is complete, the beer is filtered, carbonated, and bottled or canned. Budweiser is now ready to reach you, bringing its traditional flavor and unwavering quality that stands the test of time. After exploring the beer production process, let's embark on another exciting journey, the harvesting and production of pickled cucumbers. Don't miss out, as there are many fascinating things waiting for you to discover. Ambitious seeds. Imagine, each seed is placed into the ground with machines as precise as master sculptors. In the following days, they are tended to as if they were VIP babies in the plant world. Watering? It must be as regular as a Swiss watch. Light, essential, but must be perfectly studio quality to ensure that the seedlings grow up beautiful and healthy like supermodels on a fashion runway. And now, to the most exciting part, the clever farmers don't forget to hire an additional team of hardworking assistants, the diligent bees. And now the scene becomes more dynamic than ever. The farming team with their powerful machines roll into the fields. They're not just harvesting, they're receiving rewards for countless days of diligent work. Every machine noise, every hand picking cucumbers, embodies joy and pride in a bountiful harvest. Watching these machines at work, you can only exclaim, "Wow, this isn't a farm, it's the future." Notice how they work gently yet powerfully, harvesting each cucumber as if it were the most valuable item in the world. Everything is done quickly, accurately, and without a single mistake. Are you curious about how this smart system works? Don't miss out, as you're about to discover a harvesting solution that is both fast and refreshingly cool. Get ready for a big surprise, dear viewers. After the cucumbers have been harvested, their journey doesn't stop there. With remarkable techniques, you'll see that the next step is just as important. Imagine, the cucumbers have been brought to a temporary facility where thorough cleaning is performed. This is not a simple task. The cucumber washing step ensures that they are clean, free from dirt or pesticides, ready for the pickling process. The fresh cucumbers have now arrived at the factory in gigantic container trucks. And are you curious? What happens next when these containers arrive? Welcome to the next step in this fascinating cucumber journey. This is not just a simple pickling process, but a refined display of artistry and flavor. First, let's admire these magical pickled slices. These piles of pickled cucumber slices are not just ordinary slices, they are the result of a marvelous mechanical transformation. From vibrant green cucumbers, they have been transformed into flavorful pickled slices, ready to conquer the hearts and palates of pickle lovers everywhere. Why not subscribe to my channel so you can enjoy my company each time I upload new content? If you have ever tasted pickles or love watching the entire preparation process, please comment below. These cucumbers, also known as gherkin or pickles, not only make your stomach happy, but also refresh your body. They contain beneficial gut bacteria, good water, and a crispy texture. Pure joy in every bite. Some studies even suggest that compounds in cucumbers can help regulate blood sugar levels. So they are not just my favorite condiment, but also a powerful health ally. would choose whole pickles. The sensation of biting into a whole pickle with its crispy skin and tangy sweet flavor is simply delightful. But of course, everyone has their own preference. So what about you? Do you prefer pickled slices or whole pickles? Please comment below. After discovering how pickled cucumbers are made, let's continue the journey with the production process of coconut oil and other coconut-based products. You'll surely be amazed by the meticulous and creative steps involved in harnessing this valuable plant. Stay tuned. Who would have thought that from climbing and picking coconuts to peeling them, it's all truly an art form. Next, we get to peeling the coconuts to reveal the white flesh inside. Modern factories have machines for peeling, but in many traditional settings, this is done by hand with specialized knives, just like a master chef's performance. Finally, the coconut flesh is grated and dried to make coconut oil, an oil that can contain up to 70% of the coconut's weight. Coconut oil doesn't just brighten up your kitchen, it's also a miracle for skin care, hair care, and even household cleaning. So there you have it, folks. Coconuts are not just a fruit, but a treasure waiting to be discovered. Have you ever heard of Thai young coconuts? If not, brace yourself because this is one of the tastiest coconuts in the world. No joke. But wait, there's more. When Thai young coconuts are peeled, they are shaped into a work of art. With a pentagonal shape in the middle, a round body, a flat base, and a tapered top. That's why Thai young coconuts are not only delicious, but also a feast for the eyes. Thai young coconuts have a delicate aroma, and the coconut water is refreshingly sweet to the core. Why is it so tasty? So next time you take a sip of Thai young coconut water, remember you're enjoying a masterpiece of nature and the skilled hands of local farmers. Welcome to an exciting journey into the world of pure coconut sugar. Get ready for an adventure that's nothing short of sweet. We begin in lush green fields where passionate farmers are joyfully harvesting sap from young coconut flowers. Process, transforming from a miraculous liquid into a thick coconut syrup. Finally, we reach the most delightful stage, turning coconut syrup into pure sugar crystals. The coconut sugar is sifted, sorted, and dried to reduce moisture, creating a product that's not only as sweet as caramel, but also rich in minerals and has a low glycemic index. It's not just a gift from nature, but a great choice for your health. And now let's journey to beautiful Vietnam, where talented artisans transform coconut husks into stunningly beautiful large mats. But don't think it's simple. Creating the fiber involves a series of complex steps like stripping, shredding, and sifting. Once the fiber is obtained, the packing machines get to work, and with spinning wheels and fine tools, it's turned into woven threads.
Skilled weavers with expert craftsmanship then create various mats with different patterns, sizes, and shapes. They use an ancient traditional method called a loom, almost as if they're playing a symphony with the threads. And here's the amazing part. The core of this fiber is not only sustainable, but also environmentally friendly, reusable, and completely free of any biological hazards.
After learning about the production process of coconut-based products, let's continue our journey from the tomato fields to the production of delicious jars of tomato sauce. Don't miss out. You'll get to see the fascinating process behind this familiar sauce. When the seeds are sown into the soil, the real journey begins. Tomato plants sprout up, lush and full of life, like little warriors eagerly advancing on their quest. Farmers must watch over them daily, caring for them as they would a cherished pet, from watering and fertilizing to telling them stories. Who knows, perhaps the plants will grow faster with a good story. With the help of technology, tomato harvesting has become quicker and more systematic than ever before. The ripe red tomatoes are carefully selected, ready for their next journey to become tomato sauce or other delicious dishes. You see, it's not only humans who can work efficiently, machines are just as impressive. When the tomatoes reach the processing facility, they embark on a journey through conveyor belts like an express train. These conveyor belts are not just simple conveyor systems. They are high-end spot treatments with spray jets and soaking tanks filled with water. They not only wash, but also sanitize every nook and cranny, ensuring each tomato is as clean as new. After their refreshing spa treatment, the tomatoes continue their journey to the sorting table. Here they face a challenge similar to a talent show in a beauty pageant. Workers stand along the conveyor, carefully examining each tomato, removing any debris, damaged fruits, or unripe tomatoes that might have slipped through the earlier stages. The tomatoes that meet the standards proceed to the peeling stage. This is where they truly transform to prepare for their tomato sauce career. The peeling process is done with steam or hot water, making the tomatoes as smooth as if they were getting a high-end facial. Welcome to the state-of-the-art culinary lab, where advanced extraction technologies like rotary vacuum filters are in action. These machines are like skilled magicians, precisely separating the liquid from the solids, extracting the purest components for our tomato sauce. When the tomato sauce is ready, we move to the grand finale, the packaging process. Here, everything happens swiftly and accurately, like an impressive circus performance. Packaging materials are thoroughly checked to ensure that the tomato sauce is sealed securely, maintaining its freshness and preventing contamination. Packaging is an essential part of this process. From cans and jars to bulk packaging, everything is designed to meet the diverse needs of the market. Packaging materials must adhere to strict safety standards, and they are carefully inspected to ensure the product remains airtight, preserving its rich flavor and preventing spoilage. Hello everyone, today we're following the amazing journey of tomatoes from fresh and juicy to high-quality dried slices. First, the tomatoes get a thorough cleaning, which sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? Then, they are cut into evenly sized pieces, ready to bask in the sunlight. Seeing those red tomato slices neatly arranged on wooden trays, soaking up the sun, not only looks great, but also makes our mouths water. After journeying from ripe tomatoes to enticing jars of tomato sauce, let's continue exploring the process of harvesting and packaging fresh, juicy watermelons. These sweet fruits will offer you a fascinating perspective on the care taken from farm to consumer. Ladies and gentlemen, the journey of growing a watermelon begins like a game full of hope. The soil is meticulously prepared, with fertilizer mixed in like seasoning a delicious dish. The seeds are sown into the ground, like planting hopes for the future. And then, with careful nurturing and gentle watering, just like pampering a baby, the seeds sprout and grow strong, like a little warrior. And don't forget the hardworking bees, always diligently contributing to a bountiful harvest behind the scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that a watermelon is like a big guy lounging on the vine all day, wearing a green armor with a fiery red heart inside? To keep him fresh and lively, our farmers wake up before the rooster crows, starting the delicate mission of separating the watermelon from its vine mother. Once the watermelon is detached from the vine, this big guy gets to hop onto the truck. It can be lifted by hand or even taken up on a conveyor elevator. A third of these watermelon buddies are sent straight from Guatemala, Costa Rica, and Mexico, where they've been living a chill life before becoming a favorite snack in North America. But the fun doesn't stop there. When they reach the distribution center, the watermelons are warmly welcomed into large containers, then sent all over the warehouse via conveyor belts and those magical automatic lifts. The containers are gently floated to the right spot, where they unload their precious cargo onto another set of conveyor belts, ready to enter the watermelon beauty pageant. Next up is the spa treatment just for watermelons. These big guys are scrubbed and polished under massive rotating brushes, cleaning them up and turning them into shiny stars ready to walk the red carpet. Dirt, debris, no problem. After a few minutes under the magic touch of these miracle brushes, the watermelons will be spotless, gleaming, and ready to win over any consumer. And here's the part you definitely don't want to miss. Our watermelon experts will examine each big guy, giving them a do-or-die assessment on the conveyor belt. The ones that meet the standards get to stay, but those that don't? Oh well, they'll have to wait for their next chance to hit the stage. After their makeover, the watermelons will be lined up neatly to get ready for the next steps. Here, each big guy will be checked once more, and if they pass the test, they'll be neatly packed into boxes, just like soldiers preparing for battle. But instead of a battlefield, they'll be heading straight to the supermarket, where they'll shine under fluorescent lights and make a big impression on customers. Finally, the watermelons will be carefully guided through a complex conveyor system, as if they're on an exciting journey. The destination? Waiting trucks eagerly standing by to deliver these buddies straight to the hands of consumers. Every box and basket is precisely routed, ensuring that the watermelons reach the right place at the right time, ready for sweet, refreshing summer parties. And so, the magical journey of the watermelon from the field to your table is complete. After learning about the harvesting and packaging process of watermelons, join us on a fiery journey with chili peppers. Stay tuned to discover how these vibrant red peppers are harvested and processed into a variety of chili products. From spices to unique dishes, all bringing bold and captivating flavors. To start, let's visit the chili fields where spicy dreams begin. Here, the chili seeds are selected with the same care as beauty queens. Only the healthiest contestants make it into the soil. Looking at those seeds lying quietly in the ground, who would guess they'll soon become fierce warriors in the battle of flavors? These tiny chili plants, growing in neat rows, look like soldiers on parade. They're meticulously cared for, with watering and fertilizing, as if preparing for a chili beauty pageant. Don't think of chili as just a side condiment. With us, every chili is a star shining brightly. When these stars have fully grown, the chili field transforms into a stunning canvas, with colors ranging from fresh green to fiery red and vibrant yellow. During harvest season, these chilies are picked with the same care as precious gems. Just imagine, you're in the midst of a natural festival of colors. And that's just the beginning. The finest chilies are selected to continue their journey, transforming into chili powder and fiery hot sauce. They're cleaned, sorted, and then dried using a mix of traditional and modern methods. This ensures that each chili retains its bold flavor and bright color, never fading away. And then, after being dried to perfection, these chili peppers are ground into a fine powder, which is more than just a spice. It's a long story behind it. Each grain of La Dahlia chili powder holds not just flavor, but also the love and dedication of the farmers who carefully nurtured every single chili throughout the season. When you sprinkle a bit of La Dahlia chili powder on your dish, remember that it's not just an extra seasoning. It's the culmination of an intricate process, the taste of passion and dedication that we proudly bring to you. So every time you savor it, let the flavor remind you of the incredible journey it's been through. A journey that's not only fiery, but also sweet in every moment. So there you have it. From the fields to your table, La Dahlia is not just chili powder. It's a love story with flavor that we're proud to share with you. Welcome to Avery Island, where the magic of heat happens, and the Macadamia family has kept the fire burning for over 150 years. This isn't just any hot sauce. This is Tabasco, the grandfather of all sauces. Now let's take a quick peek at how they produce 700,000 bottles of this spicy magic every day. First, the peppers are picked, mashed up, and mixed with salt, then left to ferment for 3 years in wooden barrels. Once they've aged to perfection, the pepper mix is blended with vinegar, stirred for 3 weeks, strained, and then bottled at lightning speed. Why not hit subscribe on my channel to join me in exploring these exciting journeys every time a new video drops? If you've ever tried chili powder, hot sauce, or are intrigued by the process of making them, leave a comment below. After experiencing the harvesting and production of chili products, let's switch to a sweeter journey with cocoa. We'll explore the transformation from precious cocoa beans to delicious chocolate bars, a wonderful gift from nature and a testament to the skill of production. Don't miss out. There are many fascinating things awaiting you. Growing cocoa isn't as easy as you might think. First off, we've got to choose the right variety. By the way, does anyone remember the Latin name for this plant? After 3 to 5 years, the cocoa tree starts blooming and bearing fruit. But this doesn't happen by itself. It needs a little help. Instead of waiting for insects to do the job, our farmers actually hand-pollinate the flowers. Not only do they use their hands, but they've got to be pretty skilled at it too. And then after about 5 to 6 months from those tiny little flowers, we get colorful cocoa pods. Green, yellow, even red. They look tasty already, but hold on, we're not eating them just yet. When it's time for harvest, our farmers use super sharp machetes, and I mean really sharp like a razor, to cut down the ripe pods. Once the pods are harvested, what do we find inside? Precious cocoa beans, of course. We're well on our way to making delicious chocolate, folks. But before we get to that sweet flavor, the cocoa beans need to go through fermentation. This is where the magic happens. The beans and pulp are placed in wooden boxes, covered tightly with burlap sacks. After 5 to 7 days, we don't just have cocoa beans. We've got the beginnings of that chocolatey flavor. In other words, we're brewing up the taste of chocolate here. After fermentation, the beans are laid out to dry in the sun. The stronger the sun, the faster they dry, but don't forget to turn them regularly or you'll end up with some moldy beans, and that's no good. The best cocoa beans are then carefully packed and shipped out to chocolate factories around the world. It's a long journey, but everything has to arrive on time, or that batch of chocolate won't turn out as good as expected. When the beans arrive at the factory, they go through a thorough cleaning. Then, they're roasted at just the right temperature to bring out the best flavor. As the beans are ground, the cocoa butter inside melts, creating a smooth, silky chocolate liquor. This is the main ingredient for the delicious chocolate we're about to enjoy. Next, depending on the type of chocolate we want, the chocolate liquor is mixed with other ingredients like sugar and milk. The final result is a rich, creamy chocolate mixture ready to be molded. High-tech machines in the factory take care of the rest. The chocolate is poured into molds with precision, piece by piece, almost like they're being crafted by Swiss watchmakers. And then the chocolate is carefully packaged, with not a single speck of dust getting through. There are even robots helping out, and I bet the kids would love to see that. Finally, the chocolate is ready to be sent out to you. From those tiny cocoa beans through so many meticulous steps, we now have some delicious chocolate bars to enjoy. After exploring the journey from cocoa beans to sweet chocolate bars, let's move on to another nutritious nut, macadamia. Join us as we delve into the harvesting and packaging process of macadamia nuts to bring you high-quality products ready for a nutritious addition to your daily meals. Don't miss out. Don't. First, let's visit the lush nursery where young macadamia trees are treated like royal babies. They are pampered as if staying in a five-star resort, all in preparation for their grand debut. Once they've grown enough, these trees are launched into the vast fields. Modern machines plant them into the ground, sowing the seeds of strong warriors ready to soak up the sun and conquer nature. And now let's welcome our tireless artists, the hard-working pollinator bees. Yes, these tiny bees are like professional DJs, flitting from flower to flower, tirelessly doing their work with absolute dedication, signaling a promising harvest season ahead. When the macadamia nuts are ripe, it's time for the most exciting phase, the harvest. Don't worry, no tree climbing needed here. Each macadamia nut will parachute down like professional skydivers. Thanks to modern machines, the harvesting process is as quick and light as a feather. After being harvested, the macadamia nuts enter a luxurious spa session, the soft shell removal process. Specialized machines gently massage and skillfully remove the thick green shells, ensuring the precious nut inside remains unharmed. It's truly the most lavish spa experience a macadamia nut could have. And here's something interesting. The macadamia shells don't go to waste. They are reborn as high-quality organic fertilizer, enriching the soil. Who would have thought that these discarded shells could become the farm's unsung heroes? Next, the macadamia nuts are dried, a secret step to preserve their exquisite flavor. But that's not all. This is also where human hands come into play. With meticulous care, workers carefully remove any remaining bits of shell, ensuring that only the most flawless macadamia nuts, without a single blemish, are kept. Then the macadamia nuts must pass a rigorous beauty contest. Any nut that doesn't meet the standard is eliminated immediately. Only the biggest, most beautiful, and tastiest nuts are selected to continue their journey. Finally, these perfect macadamia nuts are carefully packed into protective bags. Preserving their flavor and crispness, they are now ready to become the star on your dining table. After the macadamia nuts have been carefully packed and are ready to be shipped, our story isn't over yet. We have a special team of nuts, those that will face one final challenge: cracking the hard shell to reveal the pure white kernel inside. This isn't an easy task, but don't worry. Modern machines work like skilled artisans, carefully cracking the shells to ensure the kernels remain intact and their delicious flavor is preserved. But it's not just machines. Human hands also play a role, ensuring that each kernel is as beautiful and perfect as can be. After passing through a series of strict quality checks, the finest macadamia nuts are finally ready for you to enjoy. So after a challenging journey and numerous contests, these macadamia nuts have become the delightful treat on your table. After learning about the harvesting and packaging process of macadamia nuts, let's shift to another refreshing fruit, the pomegranate. Stay tuned to discover how these juicy pomegranates are harvested and pressed into bottles of pure pomegranate juice, delivering a sweet, nutrient-rich taste straight from nature. Let's get started. After planting, let's wait and see how the pomegranate trees develop. In the meantime, we can relax and enjoy watching the pomegranate flowers bloom, with busy little bees pollinating the trees, almost like they're throwing a small party on the petals. Look at that! The pomegranates are growing bigger every day. And finally, the day we've all been waiting for has arrived. Those pomegranates are ripe, juicy, and ready for a new harvest season. But remember, pomegranates have delicate skins and can easily bruise if handled roughly. So harvesting them requires a gentle touch and careful hands. Otherwise, all those years of hard work could go to waste. Hey, who wouldn't want to try their hand at harvesting pomegranates? It's a pretty fun experience. Each pomegranate tree can produce up to 300 pounds, about 136 kilos of fruit per year. After harvesting, these precious pomegranates are carefully packed and loaded onto trucks to be transported to the factory. There, tons of pomegranates will be processed in preparation for the next steps, packaging or juice production. Now it's time to check out the pomegranate packaging process in the factory. First, the pomegranates are washed thoroughly, then sorted by size. Big or small, each one finds its place in the market. Next, the workers carefully place the pomegranates into cardboard boxes, ensuring that no damaged fruits make it into the package. But that's not all. There's also the process of packaging pomegranate arils. These juicy seeds are carefully measured to make sure each box is packed evenly. The aril boxes are also washed before being sealed, labeled, and made ready for their journey to consumers. By the way, have you ever tried pomegranate juice? If not, you're missing out on one of nature's finest treats. After being washed and dried, the pomegranates are cut open to separate the seeds. The arils are then crushed, and the delicious juice is extracted, ready to be bottled. Everything is thoroughly checked before it reaches you, ensuring you get to enjoy the pure, natural flavor of pomegranates. What do you think of the pomegranate cultivation and harvesting process in this video? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. After exploring the journey of macadamia nuts from harvest to packaging, let's turn to another refreshing fruit, the pomegranate. Join us as we uncover how these vibrant pomegranates are carefully harvested and pressed into bottles of pure, nutrient-rich juice, bringing you the natural sweetness and goodness of this remarkable fruit. First, we start with potato seeds. Did you know? These seeds are just regular potatoes, but instead of cooking them, we plant them in the soil, and not just any soil will do. Potatoes need loose, nutrient-rich soil, which has to be carefully prepared. Now let's gently place these seed potatoes into their holes, cover them with soil, and good night. Underneath the warm earth, these potatoes begin their journey. After a few weeks, our potato plants have grown tall, like little soldiers standing in the field. But every soldier needs armor. The armor for these potato plants is the protective sprays applied to keep pests away. Look at those little bugs. They're trying to attack the tender young leaves, but don't worry, the farmers are ready to spray, and we'll say goodbye to those pesky bugs. Rest assured, our little soldiers are safe. Now meet these giant machines. Designed to handle hundreds of hectares of land each day, these potato harvesters are the steel warriors of the field. They not only dig up the potatoes, but also separate the soil, roots, and any unnecessary debris, leaving just the clean potatoes on the conveyor belt. Gone are the days of manually digging up each potato. Now thousands are harvested in just one morning. After harvesting, the potatoes are loaded onto large trucks, ready for the next leg of their journey. But this isn't just ordinary transportation. Each potato is treated like a treasure, ensuring it retains its freshness and quality as it heads to the storage facility. Here they're carefully tended to before entering the processing stage. The first step is to clean these potatoes. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing a large vat of potatoes tumbling around, getting every bit of dirt washed away. Next, we need to peel their jackets. And don't worry, no one gets hurt in this process. The peeling machines handle everything smoothly. Now comes the sharpest part. The potatoes are cut into long, slender sticks, like ballerinas on a stage. Each potato stick is cut to perfection. Not too long, not too short, just right. After being cut into sticks, the potatoes are soaked and washed again to remove excess starch. Next, they're quickly blanched in boiling water and then plunged into cold water to keep them crisp and golden. After that, the potato sticks are ridged, dried, and then lightly fried to create a crispy outer layer. Finally, the sticks are frozen, ready to reach you with the perfect flavor. Welcome to the journey where rustic potatoes are transformed into crispy, delicious snacks. First, the potatoes are carefully washed and peeled. Then, they're sliced into uniform thin slices. These potato slices are dropped into hot oil and fried until they're golden and crispy. Finally, they're seasoned and packed tightly, ready to become the crunchy, tasty snack you love. After those potatoes have been transformed into crispy snacks, another part of the harvest continues its journey as whole potatoes. Through a thorough washing process and careful packaging, each fresh potato is prepared to make its way into your cozy family meals. After exploring the crispy production process of potato chips, let's continue with a small, sweet fruit, the cherry. Stay tuned to see how these fresh, delicious cherries are carefully harvested and packed, ready to bring you the refreshing taste straight from the orchard. Standing before a cherry tree in full bloom, you might hesitate, but don't worry, we're about to take a bold step forward. The sound of the saw buzzing fills the garden as we say goodbye to the old blossoms, making way for new cherry buds full of hope. We carefully select a healthy bud, cut it, and graft it onto the tree trunk, as if entrusting the tree with a new lease on life. A few weeks later, tender young leaves start to sprout. a sign of new life. Now it's time to nurture the tree like a child. Water it regularly, prune the dry branches, and watch over every little change. Finally, the cherry tree blooms again with radiant flowers, spreading sweet fragrances throughout the garden. But to get those juicy cherries, we need the hardest working team in nature, the worker bees. These little pros buzz from flower to flower, pollinating them with precision. After pollination, the flowers fall away, making room for tiny green cherries. Over the next few weeks, the cherries transition from green to yellow, and finally to a luscious red, sparkling in the sunlight like precious jewels, catching every gaze. And then, the moment we've been waiting for arrives, harvest time. Skilled harvesters carefully pluck each cherry cluster from the branches, treating every cherry like a treasured gem. But soon the pace picks up. Nimble hands move faster, turning the harvest into a lively dance among the trees. This blend of grace and speed, art and skill, makes every cherry a product of joy and dedicated care. Next, cherries head to a high-tech spa. Imagine each cherry indulging in a 5-star treatment, being soaked and thoroughly washed, shedding every leaf and speck of dirt to maintain their natural beauty. From a slightly dusty look, the cherries now gleam and sparkle, ready to continue their journey. Truly a perfect transformation. After the spa, cherries make their way to the high-tech runway, where they're scanned and sorted, just like supermodels showing off their measurements. The scanner quickly determines the size, grouping the cherries into precise categories and preparing them for the next step. It's an essential makeover before cherries reach your taste buds. No matter how advanced technology gets, human eyes and hands are irreplaceable. Cherries go through one last manual check, where workers meticulously inspect and remove any imperfect ones. Then the flawless cherries are sent down the packaging line. Each one is neatly placed, as if preparing for a photo shoot. Boxes are carefully sealed, beautifully labeled, and ready to make their way to you. Each box of cherries is not just a product, but the result of careful attention and love from dedicated hands. After witnessing the harvesting and packaging of juicy cherries, let's turn to another plant with numerous health benefits: aloe vera. Join us as we explore how aloe vera is harvested and processed into health and beauty products, bringing refreshing, natural nutrients into your daily life. Every story starts somewhere, and the journey of aloe vera begins with small, delicate seedlings. You might think aloe vera seedlings are easy to care for, but don't be fooled. These naughty babies need to be planted in the right spot, in well-draining soil, and in dry or semi-dry climates. With just a little care, a bit of sunlight, and minimal water, they'll grow strong, overcoming challenges like true warriors. After 18 to 24 months, when the aloe vera plants have matured and are full of life, it's time for us to step into the role of superheroes for the harvest. Harvest workers must be very skillful, gently cutting each strong, healthy leaf from the base of the plant without causing any damage. The outer leaves are harvested, while the inner leaves are left for the plant to continue growing. This is no simple task and requires great skill. Each leaf, once cut, must be in perfect condition, undamaged and ready for the next stage of the journey. Once harvested, the aloe vera leaves are quickly loaded onto trucks and rushed to the processing plant to ensure they are always fresh and of the highest quality. Upon arrival, the aloe vera leaves are placed into an automated washing system, a machine equipped with rotating brushes and high-pressure water jets to remove all dirt and impurities. It's like a thorough bath, ensuring each leaf is clean and fresh before moving on to the next stage of its journey. Next, we reach the transformation stage, peeling the aloe vera to extract the inner gel. The leaves are either manually filleted or processed by modern machinery to remove the outer skin. This process requires precision to ensure that not a drop of the precious gel is wasted. After peeling, the aloe vera gel is collected and passed through advanced sterilization systems. Here, the gel is rapidly heated and then cooled to eliminate any bacteria, ensuring it remains pure and of the highest quality. A series of filtration steps, from coarse to ultrafiltration, remove any remaining solid particles and impurities, resulting in a smooth and clear product, ready for the next steps. Now it's time to create the final products. The stabilized aloe vera gel is mixed with other ingredients like preservatives, fragrances, and moisturizing agents, depending on the intended use. This is where the star aloe vera gel meets its friends to create an amazing product tailored to consumer needs. Finally, when everything is ready, the product is packaged into large containers or sterile bags, ensuring the aloe vera gel maintains its quality throughout its journey to consumers. These large containers are like special suitcases, helping the aloe vera gel reach all corners of the world safely and effectively. And now, after exploring the production process, let's visit a small aloe vera farm where you'll truly feel the dedication and skill in every harvest. Here, each leaf is carefully cut, with every movement infused with the love and passion of the farmer for their aloe plants, bringing you high-quality products crafted with both hands and heart. After exploring the process of harvesting and transforming aloe vera into natural products, let's move on to another nutritious nut, almonds. Stay tuned to see how almonds are harvested and processed into delicious, nutritious almond butter, providing a wonderful source of daily energy for your health. To grow those delicious almonds in the fields of California, you have to pamper the tree like a spoiled princess. Fertilizing, spraying, watering, it's all necessary. Only when it's given the utmost care will the almond tree bloom beautifully. Truly, it's a princess indeed. And you know what? In the almond orchard, there's a close, knit group of friends, the almond tree and the bees. Imagine this. The bees fly in, the almond tree winks and shows off its flowers. But the almond tree is shy and can't pollinate itself. So the hardworking bees become the matchmakers, transferring pollen from one tree to another. And just like that, love blossoms, and the almond flowers bloom all over the orchard. In the world of almonds, bees are truly golden friends. As summer draws to a close and fall starts knocking on the door, it's time for the almonds to be harvested. At this point, the green outer shell of the almond begins to split open, almost as if it's shouting, "Hey, I'm all grown up, come and harvest me." It's a fun sight, with the almonds proudly cracking their shells as if showing the world they've reached their peak size and ripeness. When harvest time comes, the shaker machines, the magicians of the almond fields, take center stage. Did you know? These shakers are incredibly gentle, shaking just enough to make the almonds fall in love and drop to the ground without harming the tree. The almond tree can then continue producing fruit for the next season without a scratch. But that's not all. Stick around to witness this show. Watching these advanced machines at work is truly a spectacle. These machines not only make the farmer's job easier, but also earn the respect of the entire almond orchard. After the almonds have been sweetly harvested, they begin their journey to the processing plant, where they'll undergo a thorough spray treatment. But hold on, before rushing off to the factory, why not take a moment to learn more about this fascinating process? I guarantee you'll be surprised by the steps almonds go through before they reach us. Hey, wonderful viewers, sorry for the quick plot twist. I just want to send a heartfelt thank you to all of you for your unconditional support and love. We are truly lucky to have you with us, and you are our biggest motivation. After the shakers and sweepers finish their work, the almonds are transported onto a conveyor belt, like they're attending a parade. The machines gather all the almonds from the field and send them straight to the storage facility at the plant. Here, the almonds continue their journey on the conveyor belt, where they are carefully sifted and sorted, ready for the next step. First up is cleaning the almonds. This process isn't simple. It's designed with multiple meticulous steps to remove everything that isn't an almond. The almonds and any debris are placed into a multi-purpose cleaning machine that uses a combination of air, screens, and rotating brushes to separate twigs and branches from the almonds. It's like a magical transformation trick. These advanced technologies have been developed through hundreds of trials to ensure there are no errors interrupting the show. The machinery operates perfectly like professional performers on stage, and they continue working smoothly like this. To remove the hard outer shell, almonds are placed into magical machines specifically designed for shelling. These machines utilize an artful combination of mechanical fans and air currents, like a gentle yet effective dance, to skillfully loosen and remove the almond shells. While the shells are whisked away, the almonds continue their journey through the cleaning process, preparing to become the brightest stars in the world of nuts. Once the shells are removed, the almonds proceed to a cleaning phase, where they are meticulously inspected and sorted by experts to ensure that only the highest quality nuts are selected. Want to see a cooking process that's never been revealed before? Just hang on for a bit. You'll soon witness almonds being roasted and steamed, then blended into smooth, creamy almond butter, guaranteed to make your mouth water. Imagine the smooth almonds mixed with a bit of chocolate, creating a sweet, rich flavor that perfectly complements the natural nutty taste of the almonds. Both the almonds and chocolate are ground finely and mixed until the butter reaches a smooth, uniform consistency, velvety like silk. The thick, creamy texture is just right for sauces, toppings, or spreading on bread. All right, enough talk. Let's dive in and explore right now. After learning about the harvesting process of almonds and the production of nutritious almond butter, let's move on to a unique tropical fruit, jackfruit. Join us as we explore how jackfruit is harvested and transformed into a variety of appealing products in Thailand, from crispy dried jackfruit to rich traditional dishes, offering an exciting taste experience from the rich culinary heritage of the Land of Smiles. Instead of planting from seeds and waiting endlessly for the fruit, farmers have wisely adopted the grafting method. They select the best mother jackfruit trees and graft them onto a promising young tree. The result? You get a jackfruit tree that grows as fast as magic, all while retaining the wonderful characteristics of the mother tree. And of course, we can't forget the biggest perk. The grafted tree bears fruit super quickly with high yields. When the young grafted tree reaches about 30 to 40 centimeters in height, it's time for it to head out to the field. But don't plant them too close together. The baby jackfruits need a distance of 8 to 12 meters to have enough space to stretch their arms. With this much space, the jackfruit tree will grow fast and produce sweet, delicious fruits that are absolutely irresistible. After 3 to 4 years of careful nurturing, the jackfruit tree finally begins to blossom and bear fruit. But wait, do you know when the harvest season in Thailand is? From March to June, farmers are busy harvesting those giant jackfruits that can reach up to 90 centimeters in length and weigh between 5 and 30 kilograms. It's truly a strength competition to bring these masterpieces home. Did you know that in Thailand, there's a unique trick to make jackfruit ripen better? Simply cut a line into the stem and the sap will flow out, removing the excess. This helps the jackfruit ripen evenly, becoming sweet, juicy, and soft, with a delicious flavor that everyone loves. Harvesting jackfruit is no joke. It's a job that requires the farmer's keen eye and skillful hands. They have to carefully inspect the color of the jackfruit skin, waiting for it to change from green to yellow-brown, and then tap it to hear a hollow sound, like checking the sound. Once they've identified the perfectly ripe candidate, the farmers carefully cut the jackfruit from the tree with a sharp knife or sickle. In 2023, Thailand achieved a massive success with 400,000 tons of jackfruit. This impressive number is not just the result of hard work, but also a testament to the skill of Thai farmers in growing those gigantic jackfruits. Thailand is the paradise of street food. You won't find such unique experiences anywhere else. On the bustling streets, you'll witness the magic of jackfruit performed by Thai street vendors. With lightning-fast and precise movements, they skillfully cut through the spiky outer shell to reveal the golden, sweet segments inside. This technique not only showcases top-notch professionalism, but also ensures that not a single bit is wasted, maximizing the yield from each jackfruit. This isn't just about cutting jackfruit. It's a street performance art, showcasing the rich culinary culture of Thailand. Just watching it is a visual delight, not to mention the joy of tasting the jackfruit right there on the spot. Hello, wonderful viewers. Sorry for the quick change of direction here. I want to send a heartfelt thank you to all of you. Your support and love are the fire that lights our journey. Stay with us, because the best moments are still ahead. From the moment the jackfruit is planted until it's ready for export, every step in this process is crucial, helping to maintain the high standards of Thai jackfruit. It goes to show that every bite of jackfruit you take isn't just a simple fruit, it's a work of art born from dedication. isn't just the paradise of jackfruit, but also the king of dried jackfruit exports worldwide. From the United States to Europe and Asia, the golden, crispy dried jackfruit from Thailand has conquered taste buds everywhere. In 2023, Thailand exported over 100,000 tons of dried jackfruit, bringing in a massive revenue. The jackfruits, after being thoroughly cleaned, enter the meticulous peeling stage. The rough outer skin is removed, revealing the golden, fragrant flesh inside. This is the moment when the segments are separated from the skin, like freeing the most delicious part of the jackfruit. Drying jackfruit can be done in many ways, but in Thailand, modern facilities choose to use professional drying machines. The temperature and airflow are maintained steadily, like spa treatment for each piece of jackfruit. They are neatly arranged on trays and dried at a temperature of 50 to 60 degrees Celsius for 8 to 10 hours. This process not only reduces moisture, but also locks in the sweet flavor of the jackfruit. So when you take a bite, you can't help but exclaim, "Oh, amazing!" After exploring the harvesting and processing of jackfruit products in Thailand, let's turn to another tropical fruit, mango. Stay tuned to see how ripe, juicy mangoes are harvested and transformed into delicious products, from dried mango to smoothies, bringing the sweet and refreshing flavors of nature to you. Across the vast mango fields, birds are flying and mango blossoms are swaying in the breeze. Busy bees are pollinating the mango flowers like gym goers working out. In the golden sunlight, tiny mangoes start to appear, swaying like little lanterns. After 120 days of tender care, the ripe mangoes are ready for harvest. And it's no easy task, mind you. They have to rely on the color and aroma of the fruit to determine its ripeness. A meticulous and sweet process, just like how we pick the best mango at the supermarket. Did you know that harvesting mangoes is an art? It must be done in daylight to avoid the tree sap staining the fruit. Each mango is carefully picked to avoid damage and ensure the highest quality. After harvesting, these mangoes are carefully sorted and packed in specially designed boxes to ensure safety during transport. Let's head to a mango processing plant in southwestern Mexico. This is one of the largest plants in the region, receiving up to 4 truckloads a day with 20 tons of fresh mangoes. And of course, each mango undergoes a rigorous quality check. When the mangoes are inspected and sorted, we have 2 main types, Grade 1 and Grade 2. The grade 2 mangoes, though not perfect in appearance, are still delicious and will be taken to a modern plant to be processed into delicious mango juice. Employees work tirelessly to handle this massive quantity of mangoes. They inspect each mango, clean them, and soak them in hot water to reduce microbial load. Finally, the mangoes are cut into small pieces and processed into fresh mango juice, adhering to strict quality standards. The juice is then pasteurized and bottled, ready to be shipped to stores and supermarkets worldwide. And what about the grade 1 mangoes? They are carefully packed, meticulously preserved, and exported to international markets. Truly, the beauties have their destiny. But not just in Mexico, in many other countries, mangoes are also carefully and meticulously taken care of. After harvesting, these mangoes are taken to juice stores. Here they are turned into sweet, beautiful, and fresh smoothies. Who could resist that? And at the end of the video, let's take a look at another mango packing plant. Compare the differences between the two mango packing plants, folks. After experiencing the harvesting and processing of mango products, let's move on to another tropical fruit, pineapple. Follow along to see how golden pineapples are harvested and crafted into appealing products like juice, dried pineapple, and other delicious treats, bringing you the signature sweet and tangy flavors of the tropics. Around mid-February, farmers in Florida and California begin planting their first pineapples, while in Hawaii, the planting season starts about 3 weeks later. There was a time when the pineapple cultivation area in the US reached up to 23,000 acres, but now it's down to about 15,000 acres, much less than the land used for growing other fruits like apples and pears. Before planting thousands of pineapple plants, the soil is thoroughly plowed to improve aeration and nutrient absorption. Farmers then create raised beds to ensure proper drainage, preventing waterlogging that could damage the roots. Notably, these pineapple beds are often covered with black plastic to control weeds, retain moisture, regulate temperature, and protect the plants from pests. The young pineapple shoots are carefully separated from the mother plant, then relocated to fresh soil where they will continue to grow and thrive, ensuring a new cycle of healthy, productive plants. planting process is a combination of machinery and manual labor, which increases efficiency, saves time, and reduces the farmer's workload. These workers plant around 11,000 pineapples per acre. To ensure optimal growth, farmers start by fertilizing and controlling weeds, helping the plants absorb nutrients and avoid threats from weeds. After that, watering plays a crucial role, providing the necessary moisture for the plants. Did you know that each pineapple plant needs about 1.2 inches of water per week? But that's not all. You might be surprised to learn that it takes up to 2 years for a pineapple plant to mature and be ready for harvest. The pineapple harvesting process is incredibly meticulous and precise. Because pineapples don't ripen evenly, each one must be hand-picked and carefully placed on a conveyor belt for transport to the processing plant. With about 3,400 workers, mainly from Mexico, this process is carried out year-round. In 2021, the U.S. produced about 146,000 tons of pineapples. But this is just a small portion compared to the global production of 29.3 million tons. In fact, in 2022, the U.S. imported a record 1.08 million tons of fresh pineapples, primarily from Costa Rica, Mexico, and Honduras. Interestingly, the average American consumes about 7.3 pounds of pineapple per year. Growing and caring for pineapples truly requires a lot of effort and dedication, doesn't it? If you appreciate this hard work, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to support the farmers who bring us these delicious pineapples. Now let's step into the processing plants and see how fresh pineapples are handled after harvest. In modern plants in Costa Rica, pineapples are cleaned using conveyor systems with strong water jets and brushes. After that, they are sorted by a skilled team with the best pineapples set aside to be sold whole, while the others are sent for processing into various products. In the packaging area, pineapples are carefully packed into cartons, labeled, and sent to cold storage to ensure they stay fresh until they reach consumers. For pineapples that don't meet the standards to be sold whole, they are sent to processing plants. Here, the pineapples are thoroughly washed again, and then specialized machines peel and core them, leaving only the nutritious flesh. The flesh is then sliced or diced depending on its intended use. These slices are packed into jars or cans, weighed and sealed to preserve their freshness. Another portion is sent to pineapple juice production plants. Let's watch this process unfold right after this. After completing the processing steps, pineapples are shipped to retail stores around the world, giving consumers the chance to enjoy this delicious and healthy fruit. Pineapples are not only tasty, but also packed with essential vitamins and minerals. Pineapples are rich in vitamin C, which boosts the immune system and enhances skin health. Vitamin A, which improves vision and fights inflammation. Vitamin B6, which supports brain function and metabolism. And manganese, which strengthens bones. While pineapples are great for your health, it's best to consume them in moderation, as the natural acids in pineapples can irritate sensitive stomachs. If you're new to eating pineapple, start with a small amount and monitor how your body reacts to ensure safety. Throughout the entire process from cultivation to processing, the dedication of farmers and workers brings us the freshest and most delicious pineapples. I hope that after watching this video, you'll appreciate these fruits more and avoid food waste. Leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on any more exciting videos. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.